So this is the page where we are going to see how to sign into our AWS Management Console and have a quick demo of what Amazon Console can do and cannot do. So click on this button which says sign into the console, or the one above there. Either one should work. So this is the dashboard for an Amazon AWS services. As you can see here, all the services are listed here: the compute group of services, the storage group of services, databases below that, and all those things. So in case if this is overwhelming, or if you are not sure where some services is listed and you are struggling to find out, you can use this small search bar here. Say for example, I want to search for a DNS related service. So if I start typing a DNS here, Amazon will automatically bring down the name of the service and the link to it. Say I want to search for something like a block storage. So okay, Elastic, it is called no, EBS is as a sub EBS volumes are listed as a subservice under EC2. That is why I end up here. Let us try database. So under database, when I type this, it gives me all these options because I can choose a NoSQL database, or I mean SQL database here, or a NoSQL database here, or if I want to use a migration service for database. So if I say SQL, and Amazon will pick up all the services which are related to SQL, and Athena is another service that has been recently launched. So this is one way of quickly finding out all the different services available to Amazon. If you see here, this is quite a big number of services. It is not easy to remember where each service is coming, and I quite often use this option to search for services. And in case if you are going to use some services more often, what you can do is you can use this bookmark icon and drag and drop certain services. Let us say I need EC2 quite often. So what I need to do is click on this bookmark icon, and it opens into a nice editable mode, and I just need to search for EC2 once. So here it is EC2, and what I'm going to do is I'm just drag it to the top and leave it there. And let us say I want S3 also, because I'm going to use S3 often, and click on this bookmark icon again. So I have this shortcut links created on the top here. So if I click on EC2, it will automatically take me to the EC2 dashboard. So that is another way of customizing your dashboard to the services that you will quite often use. So now that we saw some of the quick ways of navigating the dashboard related to the services, let us come to the right hand side top corner, and you see here I am in North Virginia region. It says North Virginia here, but what are the other regions? How do I shift to it? All I have to do is click on this tiny little arrow mark which is shown there, and if I use the drop down list, you see all the list of services that is available here. And of course, since China was recently launched, it is not yet available here, but very soon it will come up here, or for people living in China might be able to see that. So if I want to say I want to move to Mumbai now, all I have to do is click on this text link, that is Asia Pacific Mumbai. Before I do that, I want to highlight here, you see here the URL. In the URL, the last part is always the region, and followed by the unique identifier for that region. So this US-East one is for Virginia region. So let us see what happens when I click on Mumbai now here. So I clicked on Mumbai now, and you will see the URL change slightly with a unique moniker saying it is AP South 1 now. So this is the unique identifier for Mumbai. So this is one way of identifying which region you have logged in, or which region you are currently using, and this is another place of seeing it. So if your manager or somebody says which region are you in, you just go to the dashboard and open and see where this region lists as. So these are the different regions that are available to you, and you can launch your resources on. So what I want to show you is the personal health dashboard. You see the small bell icon, a lot of notifications and a lot of information, whether it is your account related or your service health related, will be shown here. So if you click on view all alerts, it will take me to my dashboard, which will list any event that might impact me or that is happening right now in Amazon itself. You can see here there are a lot of events listed, and I am not impacted by any of them. That is why in my personal health dashboard, nothing is visible here. So I am not impacted by any of the events. So I clicked on my dashboard here, and it says open issues 0, and the schedule the changes in my account is also 0, and I don't have any notifications that is impacting me. So in case if there is an open event or issue that is impacting my services, and you will see here issues that might affect your AWS infrastructure. 0 issues were resolved in the past 24 hours. So all of those things will be listed in this white space where it says no events now with the issue that is here. So this is how you can come up and see the events that are impacting you, and this is the other dashboard. You come up and see where there are other events but might be globally happening which might not be impacting you. So if I click on this personal dashboard, it will most probably take me to the same page. So that is one way of navigating here, and another way is using the bell icon that is at the top. So if you click on your account name at the top, you will have multiple items, your billing dashboard, your security credentials, your organization. So let me click on my billing dashboard right now. It's taking quite a while to open today. Now that we have landed on the billing dashboard, these charts will automatically refresh. If it is a new account, you will not see any charges here. In my account, you can see here I use this account quite effectively for doing a lot of demos and accessing. And you can see here the maximum billing that I have got is about this for this month is about 0.65 INR, and in November I got about $2. That is because I was experimenting with some services which you will not need it. So that is why these charges are, even if it is $2, if you see here, it is typically about 120 rupees, something like that. But in the interest of learning, I don't mind those charges. So I go ahead and start certain things. But what I wanted to show here is anyway, you can find out and navigate what is your payment method. It is just like your AWS account or your payment history. If I click on this, it will show me my past month bill and whether I have paid it or not, what are the dues and all those things. So you can see here it is about 172 rupees of charge, 5 rupees of charge, 30 rupees of charge. And as I keep saying, I use this account quite very effectively. I launch a lot of services to learn what is available there and what is capable or not. So you might not be saying this much of charges also, but it is quite very effective to try out some of those services. So let me go back to my bills itself to see how we can explore it. Let me go back to the dashboard first. So you see here there's a nice little pie chart here, and if I click on this pie chart with the bill details, it will take me to this bills dashboard that we saw earlier, and it will give me a breakdown of all the services. So you can navigate from there, or else you can go to the bills on the left hand side and you can come here. So instead of going to December, what I will do is I'll go to November where some charges were there on different services. So if you want to understand what is happening in your account, you can come here to the billing dashboard, and you can see here the different taxes are broken down. For example, I have charges of about 172 rupees and 81 paise. And if I scroll down, it is showing here that I have used Route 53 service, and that is costing me about $0.12. And if I come to Elastic Compute Cloud, and that is costing me about $2. So you see here under each region it is listing the price. I have used two regions, and in Asia Pacific it is $2. If I open it, it breaks down the charges even more. Say for example, I was running a NAT instance for about 26 hours and I am charged for 1 hour 46 minutes, and I'm sent this much of traffic through my NAT gateway, so I'm charged about $0.01. And likewise, I was running an T2 micro instance. This is under a free tier, so 750 hours is free for me, but I consumed only 30 hours, so it is $0. And likewise, I was running an EBS under a free tier. As you can see here, free tier, and whatever space and storage I used, it shows as $0. Likewise, elastic IPs are an interesting item. If it is not attached, then you will be charged for it. Say, for example, IP address not attached to a running instance, first hour, it is free. But if it is not attached and to a running instance and it is kept on in your account for a very long time, for example, in this case, I needed this IP address for about a demo for 1 week. So 72 hours I kept it in my account without attaching it to an instance, they charge it. You don't have to memorize all of those things. We will see the nitty gritty details. But what I want to show is you can break down the cost to each and every service, every region to find out where your costs are going in. So when you're talking about a DNS, there are about 1,000 queries that happened in my account and they charged me about $11. And I had a health check configured to show the students how to configure a health check with Amazon Route 53 services, and that costed me about $11. So this is how the costing happens in Amazon, and you can break down the multiple costing. So remember, I spoke about multiple accounts within the same account, like HR department will have an account, finance will have another account, product development will have another account. So if you have multiple accounts, this is a place where all the different accounts will be listed, and the cost for each of those accounts will be listed. So this is the bill details by account, or you can go to click on here for consolidated billing. If you click on this dashboard also, it will show you the multiple organizations in your account. Say here, go to your organization. That is, if you have different organizations, it will list all those things. Or if you have other organizations outside created another account, you can link them also using these options. So this is one way of having a consolidated dashboard for your senior management to see how much costs have incurred. This is an interview question as well as an exam question. What is consolidated billing? How do you link multiple accounts? So all you have to do is come here, click on a linked account request. So if there is already a request pending or needed, it will show here, and you can click on approve or reject those requests. In this case, I don't have any request that is pending for acceptance. So if you want to invite another account, click on invite account. All it is going to ask you is the account ID or the email address of the account, and you can send a note and click on invite. It's a very simple process. You might not be able to try it unless you register for two accounts. But just be aware that consolidated billing is used by a lot of people in a professional account usages. So let us go back to the billing dashboard. And next is credits. So Amazon sometimes gives you credits if you attend their conferences or things like that. And if you add those credits, your bills will be automatically redeemed, just like your vouchers or coupons or cashbacks that you get in Paytm or any other service. So we saw bills, we saw Cost Explorer is another service which allows you to break down your monthly cost. So if I click on this one, and it usually goes to EC2 Cost Exploring, saying how much of EC2 instances I've been running for per month, and how long I have been running, what type of instances I have running. So let us see what happens here. So as I was saying, you see here monthly EC2 running cost and usage. So it is grouping it based on usage hours here, and below that per month. So if you see here in the month of September, if I have to show here on the right hand side, you keep an eye here. It says about 2,725 hours I was running, and in October I was running only for 27 hours. In November about 259 hours. So this way you can quickly see what are your running hours for different types of instances, and you can break it down or add more filters here in which region or what type of instance I was running. So you can add all those filters. If you clear this and start adding your filters, wait a second. Oh, there are not much of items in my account, so there is no linked account, so I should be able to break down to services. Wait a second. As of now, it is include all. So you see here, this is how for EC2 instances the filters works. You use this option group by region, or let us say availability zone type. Let me filter it by availability zone because I don't use many regions. I usually only use two regions. But in this case, if you see here, it is saying AP Northeast, Asia Pacific Southeast, and then Southeast 1B, and Northeast, that is Singapore region, and then Mumbai and others, that is Virginia. These are the three regions I quite often use in my demos. So I would just like to see one more item if I can show you a service, because there are multiple services running. So there are, you see here in November I have used multiple different services, EC2 and Route 53 and S3. So all those different colors are appearing here. So that is one way you can break down your services and find out what is there. If you just scroll down, the breakup for all the services that are in your account is listed here. Say for example RDS, I might have used a few hours in November and October, but all in free tier, so there are no charges and cost here. So that is why I don't see much of a cost. So that is what is the navigating for Cost Explorer. Let us go back to building dashboard here. So you can configure any type of chart you want and pre-select it. So you can see here there is a new report, and then you can configure it for any of those other services also, and have a predefined chart. So if you come here quickly, you can see what are your saved reports and see there. So these are all the default charts provided by Amazon, and if you create your new report, you should be able to customize it. So let us go ahead and click on new report and go ahead and save as. So my first report. So I'm just going to say service, and still I wouldn't have that filter for some reason. But in any case, this is how you create a report, and if you come back to save reports, you should be able to see here. This is the one which says my first report, and you see here the lock icon is not there. That means that you can modify it, customize it the way you want it, and you can come here and view it anytime. So these are all the other reports by default Amazon has created. So if you want to check it out, you just go ahead and click on that, and these reports are locked by default so that you cannot modify it. So this is on August. So instead of this is daily reports, but let me click on this. Let us see if monthly happens. And the name of the report itself is daily, and if you're going ahead and clicking on monthly, that is not really ideal because you're asking the reports to do something else. And the good thing about that Amazon is Amazon predicts you what is going to be your future cost as well. It forecasts you with some confidence, and that would be very good guidance on what is going to be your cost in the future. So that way you can understand whether you're using more or less, or what is going to be my cost in the 1 month down the line. So this is on the costing part, and cost allocation tags is another important thing that you need to know. There are certain resources that will always be attached with a certain tags. For example, in my account, you can see here there are certain tags like cloud formation and the Kubernetes. These are all some of them are created by me, and some of them are created by Amazon. So if you, whenever you are creating a resource, it allows you to add a tag for feature for that. So once you do that, Amazon will automatically collect all the costs associated with this tag. Say for example, one tag is called environment equal to production, and all the resources under production will be counted as one environment, and the cost for production will be shown as one grouping. So you can create another tag, environment equal to pre-prod or test. So your test environment cost will be shown separately. So this way you can identify cost for each environment. Another possibility is cost per department. You can tag it to say HR. So you can find out how much HR department is using or finance department is using. So that is how you can create cost allocation tags. All you have to do is activate this service and start using those tagging feature. Whenever we will see the tagging when you are creating the resources, say whether it is EC2 server, I'll just tag it with environment equal to blah blah blah, and you should be able to start using it. And you see here all the 10 tags that I've created some time back. You see here VPC demo, elastic beanstalk, and the bucket name. So all these different types of tags that I have created when I was doing the demos will appear here, and I have to just click on this. Okay, these are all old tags. These are not active now. No resources are there. Then you can click on that and click on activate button. So if there is a new tag, and it will automatically get picked up, and if you activate it, you cost allocation will be clearly identified and shown here. So that is on the left hand side part. We saw already payment methods. This is nothing but your credit card details will be shown here for you. So this is the place I'm talking about when you are needing support from somebody or Amazon. For free tier account, as of now, Amazon is providing only billing management or account related support. They won't provide technical support. If you need a technical support, you need to pay for Amazon's support services while creating an account, or you can add it anytime also through your account management dashboard, which is here. You go here, click on this my account, and you can change your account from free tier to professional anytime. So go to my stand support dashboard, and here all the cases that you have raised will be listed here. If you want to create a new ticket, go ahead and click on create case, and you can, just like any other ticketing tool, it will ask you some basic details to be filled in, and once you submit it, Amazon gives you an option of calling you or responding you through your ticket management tool itself. It's very straightforward, but this is the place you can do that. So as I said, my account is in a basic support plan. If you're interested to change it, automatically Amazon will take me to the my accounts page to change it, in case if you need additional support for your accounts. So this is the page I'm talking about. In basic, you just get only these three. In developer, you get all these options, and it is at $29 per month. And if you are in business, you will get about $100 per month. You get almost all the support. You can get even architectural support. Okay, in professional, that is enterprise level support, that is about $1,000 or $15,000 per month. They will even come and look at your architecture and troubleshoot it for you along with you. You will get a 24/7 dedicated account manager, TAM as it is called. You can call this person anytime to get support, because you are paying this much money, and obviously they will be available for you. But for basic, this is the amount of support Amazon provides: a personal health dashboard, 24/7 customer service, access to white papers, dashboards, and trusted advisor checks. So that is what you get from your support dashboard. So let me just go back to my dashboard here. Apart from the support dashboard, you can get support from Amazon forums here, or you can also get documentation or other training resources available here to get yourself familiar with Amazon. So these are the different support functionality provided by Amazon for you guys.